Now, KTBS 3 News continues.
Well, it's that time of year when friends and family gather together to give thanks, share a meal, and enjoy each other's company. But what happens when that company stirs the pot at the dinner table instead of the one on the stove? Ivan Rodriguez is here with some tips and tricks to keep the troubles away on Turkey Day. Hey, Ivan.
Alex, good afternoon. Even a few weeks after the election, the most innocent conversation about politics could turn Grandma's house into a boxing ring. So just in time for Thanksgiving, here's a few tips to make sure your gathering goes as peaceful as possible.
Every 4 years, Thanksgiving dinner is often served with the hot side of post-election emotions. And the mere mention of politics or social issues may be enough to turn a family feast into a family feud.
We oftentimes talk about there being a price of admission to having conversations. And one of the prices of admission is that you recognize that some self-regulation might be a part of that.
Etiquette expert Daniel Post-Senning of the Emily Post Institute advises building connections over shared experiences, from things like the weather and traffic to something that's happening around you. But if you do choose to wade into controversy, it's important to test the water first.
Get your etiquette antenna out. You might be very comfortable talking about politics, but there's no guarantee that that's the way other people are feeling or approaching those same topics.
It's also best to be cognizant of how those around you are feeling, according to psychologist Lynn Bufka.
I think it's really incumbent on those who feel that they won to really be as gracious as possible about that and as open as possible to their family members.
And to remember that your loved ones are imperfect people who you have long-standing relationships with.
They're not all good or all bad. They're just complicated people with different points of view.
But if the anxiety of a fraught feast has you angling for an excuse,
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Senning says it's bad form to back out.
Senning also says if you see that conversation potentially heading into hazardous territory, consider it maybe guiding that conversation back, talking about the dinner or Black Friday deals, anything so that people can begin to chime in. Alex?
And it's always good to avoid things like politics at a time like Thanksgiving, and some may do that, just skipping it altogether. What are you learning about their plans?
So according to a new survey by Spruce, 64% of Americans say that election stress is impacting their holiday plans. 23% are considering just skipping Thanksgiving altogether. So hopefully some of these tips make them feel comfortable enough to go through with those plans, Alex.
Absolutely, Ivan. It's a time for family and a time to appreciate those around you. We do appreciate your report. Thank you so much.